Most of the doors we see around us are made of wood, but where designing in wood used to mean hand chisels, hammers, and hours of labor, today modern technology has arrived, CNC machines. In this video, we will learn in detail how CNC machines create perfect designs on door wood, how this technology works, how designs are created, how much it costs, and what its future prospects are in business. So watch the video until the end, because we'll show everything from the real-time design process to the rendered results. CNC stands for Computer Numerical Control. That is, a computer instructs the machine to cut or engrave a specific design on wood. Where previously one had to rely on the manual work of a craftsman, now designs are created in software such as AutoCAD, Aspire, or Fusion 360. This design file is then sent to the machine, and the CNCRouter machine starts cutting the wood accordingly. How to make designs on door wood. Suppose you want to give a flower design to a door. First, the designer will create a design according to the size of the door in AutoCAD or Aspire software. Then that design is exported in G-code format. This code is the language of the CNC machine. The wood is placed properly on the machine table, and the tool is set, such as which bit to use, how deep to cut, what speed to use, etc. Then, when the machine is turned on, the spindle rotates and cuts the wood, creating a design, perfectly perfect and even. Types of CNC door designs. There are many types of designs that can be made on door wood, such as 2D engraving design, light carving or flat design 3D. Carving design, deep and three-dimensional design. Panel design, flowers, borders or Islamic patterns in the middle of the door. Text design, writing a name or special. Message mix design, both 2D and 3D together. Open. In Goog, this is the beauty of CNC machines. 100% symmetry and perfect cuts on the same door. Door. Wood and tool selection. Wood selection is very important. Commonly used for doors are teak, wood gamari mahogany MDF board, for work, within a budget. Tools used ball nose bit, for 3D designs flat end mill, for 2D cuts V-bit, for sharp line designs if the quality of the tool is not good. The edge of the design will be lost, so it is very important to keep the tool settings correct. Time and cost analysis. How long does it take to design a door, and how much does it cost? A typical 2D design takes 30 minutes to 1 hour. A 3D design takes 2 to 4 hours. Cost depends on the design, and wood small designs cost 500 taka, while full door designs can cost 2,000 to 8,000 taka design. Software and training. Some popular software for those who want to learn are WoodCarve, ProArt, Cam, Aspire, AutoCAD. There are many YouTube channels and online courses where you can get free or paid training. Once you learn, it is very easy to create your own designs and run them on a CNC business potential. The door design business is now growing rapidly in Bangladesh and India. Earlier, hand-carved doors were very expensive. Now it has become affordable and fast. Thanks to CNC, it is possible to earn from 50,000 to 1 lakh taka per month by opening a small workshop. If your design and quality are good, CNC machines have taken the woodworking industry to a new level. Now designing is no longer just a manual job, but a perfect art of technology. Be it door designs or furniture patterns, CNC is now being used everywhere. If you are interested in woodworking or design, then learn this technology and create your own creative designs. If everything is okay, we now press the start button. CNC machine starts up. First, the spindle rotates at high speed. The cutter slowly descends onto the board, and the first pass begins, cutting the wood from the very top layer. Notice that the machine head changes direction very steadily while the cutter is running, not even a millimeter off. In the first pass, the machine only cuts the outline of the design, the outer part of the flower, and the outline of the leaves. At this time, the smell of wood is spreading, fine dust is swirling in the air. A dust collector is set next to the machine to keep the workspace clean. The machine is slowly moving forward on each part of the board, as if an artist is painting with a brush. Now the second pass begins. This time the machine cuts deeper, the design becoming clearer. If you look at the screen, the center of the flower in the middle of the board is slowly taking on a three-dimensional shape. You can tell where the deep cuts are, going by the rhythm of the machine's sound. Now the layers are forming, beautifully across the entire board, as if the design is emerging from within the wood. In the first 10 minutes, we only saw the basic cutting and outline finishing. In the next part, we will see how CNC machines create fine curves and micro details. Now the machine stops for a few seconds. The tool will be changed. Work will begin on the next part with a finer tool. Now begins the dry run, or preview run, meaning the machine will go over the entire design without any cutting. At this point, you will see that the tool is moving rapidly over the wood, but is not cutting any wood. This helps us understand whether the alignment of the design file and the machine is exactly right. If the design goes outside the borders in any place, we adjust the settings. Dry run is over, everything is fine. Now it's time to change tools. First, we are using the flat end mill. This tool is mainly used to smooth the surface or clean the background. The operator is changing the tool manually, and now we see the tool being clamped tightly in the spindle. Now in the software, we are setting the spindle speed, about 16,000 RPM, and the feed rate to 600 millimeters per minute. After checking all the settings, the machine's start button will be pressed. The machine's motor started. A light hum, then a slow rotation. Watch the tool descend onto the wood, the first layer being cut. The machine will cut at a very shallow depth in this layer, so that the surface of the wood remains smooth. After each pass, the machine will rise again, starting the next line. In this way, the entire background area is cleaned evenly. See, now most of the background has been cut out. Now we will change the tool. This time we will use the ball nose end mill, rotated. We imported this design into CNCRouter software, such as ArtCam or VCarve Pro. Now we are setting the tool path, that is, how deep a place will be cut, what tool will be used, and what speed will be used. For cutting, we will use a 6mm ball nose end mill cutter. This cutter is great for fine designs. After installing the tool on the machine, we set the Z-axis, height, so that the cutter starts at the correct distance from the wood surface. Now, by simulating in the software, you can see how the design will be made in wood. The entire 3D view can be rotated.